Hi, I am here with a very special assistant, Bren. Say hi.
Hi.
All right, say bye.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Jim Hood with Key Realty in Ohio, Key Realty 1 in Kentucky. And first of all, just want to thank you for the kind expressions concerning my uncle who passed, about 2.5 weeks ago, going on three, goodness. But he was definitely a gentleman who modeled generosity in big ways. But thank you. Today, what we're going to be doing is diving into one of the most exciting and yet at the same time nerve-wracking aspects as far as buying a home or selling a home, and that is the home inspection. What really happens? What should you expect? How do you make the most of it? As a buyer, how do you make the most of that home inspection? Well, stick around. By the end of this video, you'll be able to walk through the inspection with a calm confidence and cool, and maybe have a little fun with it. So first things first, the home inspection, if it is done in connection with a purchase contract and not as a pre-listing inspection done by the seller, is actually for the buyer and not for the seller. You've got an accepted offer. Now you're hiring a professional to take a look at the house from basically top to bottom. Think of it as kind of like a doctor's checkup, but you're doing it for the house. The inspector's goal isn't to pass or to fail the home, but to diagnose possible issues with the home and give you a full report card on the house. And they look at everything, from the roof, the structure, the plumbing, electrical, HVAC, pretty much name it. And you can add on other inspections like for radon and things to that extent, even lead-based paint. So during the inspection, expect it to take 2, maybe 3 hours, depending upon the home and the inspection. If it's a larger home, obviously it's going to take more time. And you're going to see the inspector climbing up ladders, opening panels, testing appliances, outlets. And don't worry, they're trained to be thorough, not destructive. So I always recommend buyers attend the inspection. Now, not necessarily the entire inspection, but be there toward the latter part of it. And the reason for that's really simple. The inspector can take the buyer place by place and just explain the items that were found during the inspection. You'll learn a ton about how the house works, from the water shutoff to how old the furnace really is. And just as far as a pro tip, bring comfortable shoes and maybe a flashlight, because you might be nosing around in crawl spaces or in attics just to get a better look at what the inspector is pointing out. Now, sometimes it is the same day, but often it is the next day that you're going to receive a big report. And this sometimes freaks buyers out. Oh, look how many pages are in this report. This house must be terrible. No, 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 no. Remember, it is a report card on all the different aspects of the house. It's a checkup from top to bottom. So yes, there will be many pages. There's going to be photographs. There's going to be details and notes in pretty much every page. Every home, even brand new ones, have hiccups, and those things you need to know about before moving ahead with the home, just for your comfort. Now, red flag items are things that affect the safety and structure. Think of as far as like electrical hazards or leaks or foundation cracks, or the roof is leaking. But things like chipped paint, sticky door handles, hey, folks, that's no biggie. Your agent will help you walk through and decide what is really important. In the purchase contract, it states that for the purposes of the contract, it is only major issues that are of concern. But a good home inspector is going to let you know about everything, so that you're going into the house understanding its maybe quirks and unique things, and maybe things that are going to be projects that are going to be down the road. So really, that's a home inspection in a nutshell. Part detective work, part crash course in home ownership, and really, honestly, the more you know, the smoother your home owning journey is going to be. If this helped, hey, like it, share it, pass it along. Let my face be known throughout the internet. Anytime you have a real estate need, question, or someone you care about does, I'm here for you. Jim Hood, Key Realty in Ohio, Key Realty 1 in Kentucky, and I'll catch you later.